On this episode of Nerds to Men, we discuss Lego Batman. We rank the best Batman actors and the best Joker actors. Where's the drama? Is the Batman movie ever gonna get made? All that and more on...
Welcome to another episode of Nerds to Men. I am Brad Reed. Cameo is here. Gog is here. And we're doing a little podcasting tonight while we're on Facebook Live, so we're acting stupid. Very stupid.
It's Saturday Night Live.
It is Saturday night while we're recording, so
that's why we're having such a good time, guys.
Yes.
we are having a good time.
It's the nighttime, not a care in the world.
Yeah.
Beautiful out and
we're
dark.
inside.
Yes. So, Gog, I want to start off tonight. I want to plug a few things real quick.
Oh, well, you need to do that on your own time. That's inappropriate.
I want to plug you.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
That got graphic.
Down.
You got a show coming up, though, Thursday, correct?
Yes.
The Wooden Elbow Show?
Yes.
Tell everybody.
We got the Wooden Elbow Show coming up on Thursday, the 23rd.
Where?
At Thunder Alley in Oklahoma City.
You guys do a lot of shows at places where, like, bands play, because you guys play music, too, right?
We do our songs.
Yeah. And then, do you do skits, or is it basically...
Yes, we do live. This is the first show that we've actually put work into. Generally, we just kind of figure out last minute what we're going to do and just do something silly. But we actually put together a handful of skits that all go into each other from one skit to the next. So it's like a 20-minute, nonstop, nonsense, insane show.
So it's like R. Kelly's Trapped in the Closet.
Yep. It's exactly like that.
And there's a theme to it, then?
I don't know.
A little bit?
Kind of, I guess so. Yeah, it's the theme is friendship.
Friendship.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a hoot and holler. There's some stand-up comedians that are gonna be performing as well.
Oh, cool.
So it'll just be a nice night of nonsense.
Who are some of the other comedians on the bill?
Let's see. There's James Curtis is one of them. Put on by Lenny Van Horn.
Awesome.
A handful of other friends as well.
I'm gonna come out there.
Cool.
I'm gonna support you.
I appreciate that very much.
What is this?
Thursday.
Okay.
There's we'll watch Powerless, of course.
Thursday Night Live.
Coming up is New World Comic Con.
Yeah.
July 29th.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
So we're going to be there.
Yep.
Be at that.
So it's going to be a really good time. Like I say, it's in July. We may... Well, I shouldn't say anything about that yet.
We will be there in some capacity.
Yes.
So we're letting you know ahead of time to get started on your cosplay.
Yeah.
Buck gave us some recommendations for some comic books, so I'm going to pull that up real quick. Okay, here we go.
That's real quick, Brad. You like the Flash just then.
Wow, I'm very impressed.
So Buck wanted me to tell everybody the new Wasp comic is phenomenal.
Oh,
New
okay.
Wasp.
Have you checked that out at all?
No, I haven't.
He said Champions is superb.
Oh, I wanted to try that out.
And the new Super Sons is the best thing DC mails right now. I think he meant makes right now, but he wrote mails. So.
Darn autocorrect.
But yeah, so those are the recommendations from Buck at New World Comics up at 63rd and Meridian.
Go get you some comics, guys and gals.
If you've been following along the DC news all this week, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. We're going to talk about all of that this show. Mm-hmm. We're going to start off tonight, though, with the Lego Batman movie, because that is the biggest thing going on.
Yep.
So many people have gone to see it. A lot of people have said that it's the best Batman movie they've ever seen. And I don't know about all that, but I definitely think it's a great movie.
It was a swing and a hit on this one.
Yes, it definitely was.
I loved it.
I really enjoyed it. It was funny. It had stuff for kids and adults.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally.
And a lot of references for Batman fans to nerd out over.
Oh, yeah.
So many.
I want to kind of go over some of the cast real quick.
It was a huge cast.
Yeah, and there was some of the characters I thought didn't even have like a lot of lines, so I didn't notice that some of these people were actually well known. Yeah. Obviously, Bruce Wayne Batman was played by Will Arnett, and he's hilarious.
Yeah.
When I got introduced to Will Arnett, it was on Arrested Development, and he was Job. Do you remember that? Did y'all watch that show at all?
Yeah.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Yes.
Really funny show.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, so I've always liked him. Zach Galifianakis. He was the Joker.
Yes, he was.
What did you think about his portrayal of the Joker?
I think for the movie itself and the story and how everything was going, it was awesome. It was perfect. Like you had mentioned, I think previously that maybe the laugh could have been a little bit more maniacal.
Yeah.
But it was cute. He was the cute Joker.
Yeah, totally.
I just felt like he was just acting, not anything. He wasn't portraying the Joker. He was just acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I did think that he did some things as the Joker that I thought were Joker-ish. But yeah, it was like he didn't really try to go for that big Joker laugh. You know,
and that might have been like, the most brilliant way of going about it, as opposed to being like, well, this is the Joker's an iconic character. How do I make my own mark? And he's like, I'm just going to do my own voice.
Yeah. So all that's great. I mean, it's a Lego Joker. So, I mean, Will Arnett as Batman wasn't a straight up Batman.
No.
It's hilarious. Michael Cera was Robin, Dick Grayson.
Yep. I feel like that's mostly what Michael Cera's doing these days is voice acting.
He's always going to sound and act like Michael Cera.
Yeah.
But I thought as Robin, it was pretty cool.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I thought his little rip that was awesome. But I thought his portrayal of Dick Grayson as a kid.
Yeah.
I think that's how Dick Grayson would have been.
Like just a whiny little wiener.
Yeah. That wants to run around in his underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rosario Dawson, she was Barbara Gordon, Batgirl.
Dawson.
Which is funny because she goes back and forth between DC and Marvel stuff.
She's playing both sides of the fence.
Yeah. She's done voices for the DC side. Teen Titans, I think she was.
Yeah, she also the Justice League movies.
Maybe it was the Justice
Wonder
League
Woman.
then. Oh.
She's Wonder Woman, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Now you know.
Well, yeah. So, and then, of course, on the Marvel side, she's the night nurse.
Night nurse.
Ralph Fiennes was Alfred. I thought he was pretty cool. I liked how they would put him in like Batman outfits.
Well, I like the fact that
60s Batman.
he grounded him. He grounded him from the Bat computer.
Yeah. Jenny Slate as Harley Quinn. Now, Jenny Slate is one of those people that I didn't know till I saw her picture.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, okay.
She's been in some comedy stuff.
She was on Saturday Night Live, too, at one point.
Jenny Slate.
Check this out. Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey.
Was the mayor.
Was she?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Eddie Izzard as Lord Voldemort.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Yeah.
Lord Voldemort's in this.
Voldemort's coming up.
Lloyd Voldemort's coming for
I
you.
enjoyed how they shared between all the different universes. You got to see the Gremlins, all kinds of stuff.
King Kong.
I'm hoping that y'all watching Facebook Live have seen Lego Batman, or else you're getting
Seth Green was King Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did King Kong have any lines?
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
Conan O'Brien was the Riddler.
Yeah.
Doug Benson was Bane.
Jason Mantzoukas.
I like how they used Tom Hardy's Bane voice or
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
his character.
You're right. Yeah, they did. They did have the. Channing Tatum was Superman.
Yeah, that's surprising.
No wonder why I hated Superman.
Adam Devine from Workaholics, he was the Flash. I thought that was cool, but I don't really remember anything the Flash said too
He
much.
just said, "Hey, could you take a picture?"
Oh yeah,
that was him. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I always thought Bruce Wayne was the Flash.
What?
Powerless
Anyways,
reference. Powerless.
Powerless.
You haven't been watching it,
I
Gob?
watched all 3 episodes.
Oh, well.
Way to go.
Ruined it.
Spoiler. Not watching it anymore.
I watched all 3.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It was in the last one.
Oh, I must have not been paying very close
one, dang
attention.
Well, I can't help it if you don't keep up. I'm going to throw out the references.
Jason Mantzoukas was the Scarecrow. He has been on such programs as The League.
Oh, okay, yeah.
As Rafi.
Jonah Hill is Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Which
you can look at the
I would like to
information
see
on IMDb, but we're going to read it to you. So
I'd like to see Jonah Hill be the Green Lantern
in a movie.
In the movie,
I wouldn't. That would be horrible.
Unless
he was Kilowog, then I'd be okay with it.
I always thought it'd be funny if they did like a live action Judd Apatow comedy of the superheroes.
Yeah.
Where it was just like all the funny guys that you see in all those movies being superheroes. And
but why wouldn't you want Rob Schneider?
Oh, we'd have to have Rob Schneider in there.
Robington Schneider.
Oh, Schneider. Why Why is that back?
Who would he play? Wolverine.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I'm just going to mention one more. Chris Hardwick from The Nerdist.
Yeah.
He was in this.
He was
Why didn't they call us to let us be in it?
Come on.
If they're going to let people who podcast.
Right?
Ralph Garman.
Now, if he was in the Walking Dead movie, Lego movie,
Yeah. Are they doing that?
they should,
That would be kind of cool.
but they won't.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, though, if they did like a horror movie, a Lego horror movie.
horror.
Yeah.
You have to emphasize the last part, or it sounds like a different kind of movie.
I did. I said it.
Horror.
Horror movie.
I liked all the references to all the Batman movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Like
pretty funny.
it was, they treated it as though this Lego Batman had actually been through all these stories and stuff.
Right,
and it was pretty cool.
It was great. I want to go see it again.
I thought this would be a good time since we enjoyed the portrayals of Batman and the Joker in the Lego Batman movie to go ahead and have fun with ranking like our all-time favorites.
Our favorite Batman.
Yeah, you want to start with Batman or the Joker?
Let's do Batman.
Okay. What do you want to give? Like the top 5 or top 3, or how do you want to do it?
3. We're doing Are we doing top 3?
But there's so many. Let's go over the list of some that we have.
Some of the Batman.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go over some. First, we'll go over some of the notables. Then we'll rank them off of that. Okay. So you got recently Christian Bale was Batman in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. More recently,
And The Dark Knight Rises.
yes, The Dark Knight Rises. More recently, of course, Ben Affleck was in Batman vs Superman and will be in the Justice League.
He's about to be dead to me, but we'll talk about that.
We will talk.
Get
We'll
it together,
to that.
Benny boy.
Michael Keaton,
Yep.
Batman Returns.
Yep.
And then he was replaced by George Clooney, or was it Val Kilmer?
Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
Val
Yeah.
Kilmer.
And then George Clooney.
And George Clooney.
So there you go. There's a few. I want to mention Kevin Conroy, who was the voice of the Batman in the animated series.
Yep.
Adam West, of course, you got Batman in the 60s. And then, let's see. Oh, since we mentioned an animated, do you remember the one, it was just called The Batman, the animated? There was Reno Romano who played the Batman.
He did all right. He wasn't.
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't feel like he was Bruce Wayne or Batman, but I mean,
I want to mention also in Batman Beyond, I don't think he did not play Bruce Wayne, but Will Friedle. Remember him
Yeah.
from Boy Meets World?
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, he was at the Dallas Comic-Con last year, and I was like, why is the guy from Boy Meets World here? And I didn't realize that he was actually the voice of, who played?
Terry McGinnis.
Terry McGinnis, that's
Yeah.
right. Right. And then somebody on this list added David Mazouz from Gotham, but he's never played Batman, so I'm not gonna consider him.
You didn't mention Diedrich Baddard.
Well, you did, so tell us about him.
He's a very funny actor. He was on the Drew Carey Show.
And when did he play Batman?
Batman Brave and Bold.
Oh, okay. Batman Brave and Bold.
Oh, and Jason O'Mara too, who's in Son of Batman.
Oh, yeah, that voice. Who's
Yeah.
been doing, is it Jason O'Mara that's been doing all of those lately? Yes, he's done 6 of the animated films. So he's playing all the Batman, basically, all these animated movies lately, that's him.
Yeah. And he's actually pretty good as Batman.
Just recently in The Killing Joke, they went back to Kevin Conroy, didn't they, for that one? Because it was him and Mark Hamill.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy.
All right, so if I got to go with my top 3, I got to probably go Michael Keaton at number 1, Christian Bale at number 2, and Ben Affleck at number 3.
Ooh.
That's mine.
I'd have to go Kevin Conroy
At
1.
At 1?
Yeah.
Out of all the portrayals.
Out of all of them.
Oh, that's bold, but I like it.
Hey, Kevin Conroy is the man, dude. Then I'd have to go with Ben Affleck, number 2. No, sorry. Michael Keaton, number 2, and then Ben Affleck, 3.
Ooh, Christian Bale. Down
Sorry.
on the list. All right, let's get Gogs.
Number 1, Ben Affleck.
Okay.
Favorite that did both Bruce Wayne and Batman phenomenally, in my opinion.
Right.
Let's see. Probably Michael Keaton after that. Maybe. I don't know. Because I like Christian Bale as Batman, kind of. Ooh. I didn't like the voice.
Yeah.
The Bat voice. And he was an okay Bruce Wayne, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm going to do Affleck, Keaton, then Bale.
Okay. All right. See, Christian Bale, it's always weird to not put him at like number 1 or something, but I don't think he was the best Batman.
No.
He was just
wasn't.
in
He was
the
in
best
the best
Batman movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And Ben Affleck, I didn't put him at number 1, but he could be number 1 for sure.
If he would just get it together, big boy.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. And then, of course, Michael Keaton, I thought he did a good job in both roles. And I've heard like people say if they did a Batman Beyond, they'd like to see him play the older Batman.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What do we got comment-wise?
Matt Campbell said that someone should direct a parody, Batman Men in Tights. I would love that.
Like a musical?
Yeah. Like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Right.
I would love that.
That would be cool. The Lego Batman movie is kind of a parody, so yeah, that would be cool. Would any of you put Zach Galifianakis as the best Joker portrayal of all time?
Heck no. Heck no.
I wouldn't either. Let's go over the list of notables.
Better than Leto.
Better than Leto? Oh, wow. That is a bold choice as well.
What did you say?
He said that he thinks Zach's portrayal is better than Leto.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
no.
didn't look like you agreed with that.
I don't know.
Here's some of the notables. Leto, of course. Jared Leto was the last to play the Joker. Very shortly.
It was funny when they did the Honest trailer. It was like a combination of Ace Ventura and a cat.
Yeah.
You just look a certain way where he's like, hong kong, and it sounds exactly like
Yeah.
Ace Ventura,
Yeah.
detective.
That's funny. That's good.
And he keeps purring at people for no reason.
You got Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight.
Number 1.
Mark Hamill.
Number 1. Also, number 1.
Jack Nicholson. Cesar Romero.
Yeah.
That was the 66 Batman.
He was the first actor to portray the Joker at all, ever, in any way, shape, or form that hadn't been in the comics.
Can we put Cameron Monaghan's Joker in there yet, or does he
no,
have
not
to?
yet. Not
Does he
yet.
have to call himself the
He
Joker?
has to call himself
Okay,
the Joker.
that's fair.
Hey,
But
he's knocking on the door.
he is an honorable
Yeah.
mention.
He's knocking on the door. I want to mention Kevin Michael Richardson, who was the voice of the Joker in the Batman, the animated, not the animated series, but the Batman cartoon.
It's on Netflix.
Only because I did not I thought his voice work was good, but like that
the weird
portrayal.
dreadlocks.
Yeah, the Joker with the green dreadlocks. I just didn't like it.
Who played Data, however you say it, in Star Trek?
Oh, I don't remember the actor's name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Something Spencer Spicer or something like that.
I don't know.
But he
Data?
actually played Joker in, I think, like an episode of Young Justice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you see that episode?
Yes, I did.
What did you like it? Did you?
I liked it, but he had like a really small part.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't anything
Okay,
big, which was
cool.
kind of booty, but it is what it is.
So I guess my top 3 would have to be probably Heath Ledger. I want to say Jack Nicholson. They're so close.
Yeah.
I've got the Jack Nicholson Joker tat on my arm. I'm going to go Jack Nicholson 1, Heath Ledger 2, and Mark Hamill 3.
Oh, dude. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to put Mark Hamill at number 1. Mark Hamill.
So you
one.
obviously love the animated series above everything.
I mean, that's what I grew up on. Well, I mean, besides, Adam West. Like, I mean, I watched that too growing up.
Right.
But I don't know, something about Mark Hamill. He gives me chills whenever he does, like the Joker.
Right.
But yeah, Mark Hamill won. Yeah, it's like really close with me with Heath Ledger and Jack. But I think I might have to go Nicholson 2 and Heath Ledger 3.
Okay. All right. Galgarino.
All right, tied for first place. Oh, number 1 are Mark Hamill and Heath Ledger.
No, I don't think you can do that.
No,
That's
no.
cheap.
I have to decide.
Yeah.
You have to decide.
I would have tied Heath Ledger and Jack as well.
Man. Okay. I'm just gonna go. It's so hard to do. I don't know. It's a coin toss.
Hey, you know what?
They're
There's
both
no
great.
rules. Do what you want.
Tied at first place. Oh, number 1 are those 2, and then we'll just go ahead and skip second and go to third. Would have to be, I guess, Jack Nicholson for sure.
All right.
Hey,
mention
and let us know what you
Sesame.
rank your favorite Batman, favorite Joker.
Yeah. Do we got some comments there, or are those just people who have joined?
Cincinnati said, "What's up, guys?"
Hey, what's up?
That's my boy that I tailgate with at OU games.
Oh, nice.
Matt Campbell said, still talking about Batman, Men in Tights.
Yeah.
And who should play Batman? Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi.
Yes. Yes.
Is that a
Batman-
reference from our previous episode? Or a coincidence?
Well, who would be your Joker in Batman Men in Tights?
Also, Steve Buscemi.
I want your whole cast.
He's
Matt.
the entire cast. It's like they did with the little guy on the Willy Wonka movie with Johnny Depp. How they just made that one guy all of the Oompa Loompas. It's just the entire cast is Steve Buscemi.
It's time for our segment, Where's the Drama?
Where's the beef?
Of course, lately, the drama's surrounding Ben Affleck and the Batman movie, which I'm going to go on record right now. My prediction is we don't get this movie.
I'm feeling that too. It's just like what was Superman, the one they were supposed to do with old Nick Cage?
Yeah. What was that one called? The Superman...
Is it Superman Returns? Was that?
I can't... No, because wasn't that the one with the guy from Legends of Tomorrow?
Yeah. They had a whole documentary about it.
Yeah.
Can't even remember the name of this stinking thing.
But just like that movie, no one will remember that this Batman, this glorious idea of the Batman set in Arkham and with Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke.
Yeah.
And a potential rogues gallery of other Batman villains.
Just not going to happen.
Oh, man, that's going to suck, too. Let's just say Ben Affleck does the movie. Let's just say that he does. Or let's say that WB, Warner Brothers DC, gets him to do it. Just,
Right.
Just one and done after this. Do you think, because, Deathstroke was Batman in one story arc.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that they would try to do that route since, we don't have a Robin/Nightwing?
Maybe. I think, okay, let's catch up, everybody, real quick.
Okay.
So far, Ben Affleck was set to direct and star in The Batman, which would be a standalone movie from the Justice League stuff that's going on. He pulled out as the director, but then said he was definitely going to be the star of the movie still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now we're hearing rumors, he may not. And it's just rumors. However, it's also like where there's smoke, there's fire.
Right.
Why would we keep hearing this if nothing was going to happen? They replaced him with Matt Reeves in the director chair. The Planet of the Apes movies lately, he's been directing those. He's already, Gog told me just a few minutes ago, he dropped out again.
Yep.
So
he said, thanks, but I'm not going to jump on this sinking ship.
Yeah, so that's bad news. And does that mean that the Justice League is going to tank? Because maybe it's so bad.
It's already in post-production, so it's going to come out.
Right. But I wonder if it's been such a bad, like Ben Affleck got on that and was like, oh no.
Yeah,
I already know this is sucking. BBS sucked.
The speculation is that it's basically just going to be a carbon copy of an Avengers movie.
Yeah. Well, Warner Brothers doesn't care. They just know they're going to make all this money.
Yep. But they're going to do this a handful of times, and then people are going to stop taking interest. Or not. They're just going to keep making terrible movies, and we're all going to go see them anyways and gripe about how much we hate them.
Yeah. Right? I'll probably go see them, but...
I'll see them for sure.
I want to mention this.
That's the reason they'll keep making them.
I want to mention this. Gog, tell everybody who you found out might be directing Suicide Squad 2.
Mel Gibson.
Wow.
Gibson.
You know how gory that will be? Like, it's going to have to be rated R.
Yeah, and here's the thing. A lot of people are like, I'm not going to go see it if Mel Gibson directs it.
I think it could be very good.
But because of, his personal issues. And I understand that, but I don't know. It could be good.
Are you saying you'll never go see another Woody Allen movie?
I've never seen a Woody Allen movie.
I can't say that I have either.
Me neither.
But, I loved Braveheart.
Yeah.
He directed that. Great movie.
Apocalypto was really cool.
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
It was cool.
That was going on during I think it was one of his darker periods.
Yeah.
He did The Passion of the Christ, which was, was a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
I did see it. Hacksaw Ridge, I didn't see that one, but he's getting a lot of acclaim.
Was really good. I heard that was really good.
So, I could see him making a good movie, but I don't know if I like it. I just don't. I don't like that idea. Yeah. I have heard some names being thrown around before or after. Mel Gibson's just being courted, by the way.
Yeah,
it's nothing.
They're whining and dining him.
I heard somebody on the DC Popcorn Network podcast say that they would like to see David Fincher direct, and I was like, please, whatever you have to do that.
Who's David Fincher?
Fight Club.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A lot of great movies that he does.
Yeah.
They're kind of dark, but you like that darker, grittier tone. David Fincher would be perfect for something like that.
I could see that then.
Yeah, absolutely. What do we got comment wise?
Your sister says Jason Statham. Yeah, that's right. Jason Statham could play Batman. I'm assuming she says play character, so maybe I don't know.
We'll get Jason Statham in a movie, but I don't see him as Batman.
Mr. Freeze.
But,
Mr. Freeze, he would be a good Mr. Freeze.
Yes, I like that.
Very nice.
Better than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Party.
Matt Campbell said for the Batman Men in Tights, I'm going to assume he says the whole cast of Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
I'm
John
in.
Goodman.
Oh,
Commissioner
no,
Gordon.
sorry. Your sister says he could play all of the characters.
Oh, okay. He
Does have that one commercial where he's like everybody.
Yeah.
It shows his diversity as an actor. He's very skilled at his craft.
So I want to ask you guys out there listening, since we think that they're going to probably just have to reboot and go in a whole different direction with the Batman movie if Ben Affleck drops out, right? Because I don't think they're just going to find somebody else to replace him and keep going.
No, it's not.
I think they'll just reboot. So here's some actors that I kind of thought maybe could play Batman. I want to throw them off of you guys. And if you got them at home, throw them out there.
Throw him away. Yeah.
John Hamm.
Okay.
John Hammam.
I could see John Hamm because he was in Mad Men and Businessman, so I could see that. As Bruce Wayne.
I could see him as Bruce Wayne. I don't know how imposing he would be as a Batman.
He might not be scary enough. He might not be spooky enough to play the Batman.
I could see him as James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about Batman.
Yeah, I've seen him on like comedy shows a handful of times, and I think that kind of ruins it. Not that he couldn't do it. I just when I think of him in my mind, I think of him being on like Comedy Bang Bang and stuff like that.
Here's another name: Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Negan. Also, Thomas Wayne.
See, that's why they should just do the Flashpoint.
Yeah, they
do
should.
the Flash. If this whole hiccup becomes a huge mess and they can't sort it all out, just do the Flashpoint.
That would be cool
Exactly.
because then they could use Ezra Miller. Yeah, they could still use him as the Flash, still make a movie, and you don't have to have.
You would have
Ben
Lady
Affleck.
Which
Joker
he still
there.
has no director, by the way.
Who would be?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Who would be Lady Joker?
The Batman's had two. Yeah, I think they used the lady who was in Batman vs. Superman, who plays...
Oh, Martha.
Yeah, and she's on The Walking Dead. They should just use her. I think that would be awesome.
What's her name? Maggie Cohen?
Yeah.
No, not Maggie. That's her name in
That's-
Lauren Cohen.
Yeah.
Lauren Karen.
Okay, so back to Batman. Colin Farrell.
No. I'll pass on that one.
I think I could see it. No?
I'll pass.
I think I could see it. Gerard Butler.
I could kind of see that.
I could kind of see it too, but I don't know if
Batman.
I don't know. Like if you want like a good actor like Christian Bale or Ben Affleck, Gerard Butler's probably just a little bit like not in their league. He's probably a tier below.
Yeah.
He's not a B-list actor or nothing like that.
No.
I'm just saying he's not like a great actor. So I don't know.
Claire, our girl Claire.
Hey, Claire.
She says Michael Fassbender.
That's the name I was just reading.
Yes,
You read my mind, Claire.
Michael Fassbender would. I think he would make another great.
I think he would be
he would
all right.
be great all around.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also Magneto.
So,
And Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
also Assassin's Creed.
So I don't know. I don't know if that would happen, but I like that pick. That's a good idea.
I think that's my favorite one on the list so far.
And then
Matt
she
Damon, that'd be funny.
And then she said John Hamm would be a better Superman.
Okay.
I could see John Hamm as Superman.
Or Two-Face.
That'd be cool. Two-Face would be cool. Hey, back to the Lego Batman just real quick. I thought it was really cool that Billy D. Williams was Two-Face.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Because we never got to see him as Two-Face. He was only Harvey Dent in that Batman movie. So.
Yeah.
Matt Damon, yeah.
That would be funny.
Matt Damon as Batman.
Like, okay, how would that conversation go? Because that's like almost like... Okay, that's like...
Hey, you guys aren't dating anymore. Would it be okay?
If I take a swing at it,
Yeah.
I mean, is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Like I'm asking you because you're my friend.
No, totally. No, it's fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I don't like the hoe anyway. Okay, how about
have
this?
my sloppy
How about
seconds.
this? Casey Affleck.
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind Casey Affleck, but I would see him more as of a
Dick Grayson?
Yeah,
me too. I think he'd make a really good Dick Grayson, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, what if we just went back to Christian Bale?
No.
No.
My name's Richard Grayson. My friends call me Dick. Yeah, kids can be mean.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was good.
Okay, I like this idea. Okay, if there's not going to be the Batman, we're not going to get Deathstroke unless he's in the Justice League.
Right.
Joe Manganiello as Batman, because he was originally kind of thrown around before Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I could see him doing a good job at both. I think.
I'd give him a shot.
This is for you. Tyler Hoechlin, is that his name?
I don't know. Hoechlin?
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's on Teen Wolf.
Yeah, and I don't think he's on it anymore. But also, he plays Superman in Supergirl, the CW show.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Yeah. I saw that picture. I was like, he looks familiar, but that's right. So you're out on that?
Yeah, I'm out on that.
What if we just say, hey, there's no boundaries here, right? Idris Elba.
That's my boy. That's my boy, son. I think that'd be cool.
Here's a name that I've heard a lot. Like, I guess they're trying to, if Ben Affleck doesn't do this movie, he's kind of like the guy they're trying to prop up, Armie Hammer.
You know, I've heard about that, but I've also seen, like, you know, people doing fan-made posters of the Green Lantern, and they're like really wanting him to be a Green Lantern.
That.
I think I could see that better.
Yeah,
I mean, he's okay. Did you see it? Have you seen many of his movies?
He was the Lone Ranger.
He was the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger.
Yeah.
But he wasn't alone.
Friend.
No, he wasn't.
Johnny Depp friend.
But any other movies? Because
no, not really. I really don't know any.
I've seen I think I've seen him in something else. He seems like a little dry to me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know.
I think he's one of those people that got in acting because he was a decent looking dude, and they need decent looking dudes to act. And he was like, hey, I think that's the same way with Channing Tatum. I feel that. Like,
Channing Tatum's funny though. He can sometimes he can be pretty funny.
I guess.
What about Channing Tatum as Batman?
No, dude.
No.
I could see him more as Aquaman, the old school Aquaman, not the one that they're trying to portray now.
Not the badass, but like the dork.
Yeah.
I talk to fish.
Okay. All right.
Talk to fishies.
Any other suggestions for?
No, not at the moment. No.
Okay. So, of course, if you recast Batman going forward, you got to recast the Joker.
Yep.
That would be completely okay, but with me.
All right. Here's some names that I dug up. I want to throw these off of you guys. Daniel Day-Lewis.
I mean, he is
I think he could play anybody. I just think he may be older for this. You know, I don't know how old they would want to go, depending on the Batman. And he seems a little older. Because if we start out, I want like 3 movies out of this deal. What about Edward Norton?
I could see that. But actually, no. I could see him as the Riddler.
I could kind of see him as the Riddler, too. That's a good idea. All right, here's a weird one. James Franco.
No. I'm saying no to that one.
I like him. I don't think he's got the acting chops.
He doesn't have the chops.
Here's a guy who has the chops, and I think, just looking at this picture, I want this to happen, but I also think he's too old. John Malkovich.
Ooh.
I think John Malkovich has the power to give us the best Joker we've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be super spooky.
Yeah.
I just don't know that, I don't think they would cast him at his age now.
No, probably not, no.
Jake Gyllenhaal?
Nope.
No.
Nah.
Next.
Of course, I'll give this one to you, Gog.
Huh?
The next one on the list?
Oh, the Willem Dafoe? Willem Dafoker?
Well, of course, that's not happening. Well, if the Justice League, if that just goes, and then we have to reboot.
But Aquaman, though, that supposedly that's like on the verge of being done. Like,
but I'm just saying, if it say that crashes.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
And
what if he's the Joker the whole time? Yeah. Acting like somebody else to try to get in good with Aquaman so he can infiltrate the Justice League.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it.
You can justify your way into any situation.
What about John Cena? I don't know why that got put on this list other than...
That makes me angry.
Because I'm pretty sure somebody was stupid was like, John Cena.
Yeah.
No, John Cena is number 13 on this list we're looking at. And what it is the website posts a top 10, and then people who follow the website or whatever
they vote.
Can put people in to be voted on.
Someone did it as a joke.
And some jackass put in Cena.
It makes me very upset.
They also put in Andy Samberg, but then again, I was like, wait a minute, as the Joker? It'd be a weird Joker.
I feel like his Joker would be
too silly.
Like the his Joker should have been with George Clooney.
Okay.
That's like if he was going to play the Joker, that's his realm right there. The George Clooney verse.
Over the top silly.
See, yeah, because I could see, but I'm saying like in a world where Eisenberg is Lex Luthor, why can't we have Andy Samberg?
Dude, no. I'm good on that one.
Anybody else on this list pop out? Mark Hamill. I know you guys want to see them actually cast
the makeup.
Yeah.
Which I thought they were doing on The Flash, but they were just teasing us.
Here's one. We'll end on this one. I kind of like it. Eddie Redmayne.
Okay.
I could kind of like that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Give him a shot. Give him a screen test.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me see.
So if we're going forward today, I'm going to go Joe Manganiello and Eddie Redmayne.
Okay. I can go with that. I can rock with that.
For show, man.
Actually, I would go to Idris Elba and Eddie Redmayne.
And Gog? He'd go with Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill.
Yep.
That's right.
I don't know.
But your sister said Vince Vaughn.
Vince Vaughn.
As Joker.
As Joker. I don't know. I like Vince Vaughn a lot. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one.
I would do Michael Fassbender as Batman and Willem Dafoe as the Joker. And Jason Statham as Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, I like that. And you know what? I have to go back. Eddie Redmayne, you're out. Willem Dafoe, you're back in.
Okay, if we're doing that, then yeah.
Yeah. If Willem Dafoe's really realistically on the table, I'm going with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Always.
And then Edward Norton as Edward Nygma.
As the Edward Nygma. Yes.
I like that idea. That's a good movie right there.
This movie's coming together, guys.
Hey,
yeah. So Warner Brothers.
Yes.
There's your idea.
Yeah, and I only want 2%.
Now you don't have to do any of the work. We did it all for you.
Exactly.
I just want a free Batman suit, one of the nice $700 ones.
Let's talk about a couple TV shows that we've been watching.
Okay.
Did anybody watch Arrow this week?
Yes. That was.
Did you watch it?
No.
It was a deep episode.
It was very deep. It was very centered around gun violence, and they had a lot of debating within the show. I thought that the show was a little too on the nose about it, to be honest. I thought it was a little bit in your face. And they didn't want to take one side or the other, but they were still, like pushing it. And I don't know. I think that's, you want some escapism a little bit when you're watching some of these superhero shows.
Of course, yeah.
And they're like, hey, man, here's a bitch slap of truth for you right here.
Yeah. And it's important to address certain issues.
Guns about him, Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing that's happening.
It did make for a pretty interesting episode. I'll say that. I just don't know if it was my favorite by any means.
No, it wasn't.
But it was hard hitting.
It was. Hits right in your feelers.
Legion. I'm not going to say much about it, but keep watching it. If you're watching it at all, keep watching it. Please
do. Okay, I know the first episode, some people are saying that it was confusing, but watch it. It's really good. The storyline is awesome. You just need to check it out.
Do you think everybody is in his head?
I think everybody's in his head.
Like the blonde-haired girl and
zombie.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think that might be where they're going, but I don't know either.
Well,
she keeps telling him it's his powers, and
I'm excited to watch it. Brad was nice, and we're gonna watch it. He brought it over, and we're gonna watch it tonight.
We're gonna watch it.
Nice.
We're gonna kick Cameo out though. You're not allowed to stay. Those are some of the shows. Powerless. If you're not watching it, it is really funny.
It is very funny. It's a little silly, a little cheesy, but
I think it's so good.
If you are a fan of the DC world, it's fantastic. All the little things that they slip in there.
Like, okay, Cameo, you're not caught up, right?
Not on Powerless, no.
Okay, well, I'm going to spoil it. One of the characters is an Atlantean.
Yeah.
He's an Atlantean. And I think it's hilarious. Yeah, we won't tell you who it is. But I think it's funny because you think of like all the Atlanteans as probably being superheroes themselves. But no, some of them are regular people. It's funny.
So they just want a paycheck too?
Yeah.
They celebrate Sinking Day.
Yeah. Sinking Day. It's such a good show. You got to watch it. You'll love the references.
Hey, you know what else? I mean, it's kind of lame. But I got to say, Riverdale,
Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask you about that.
it's actually pretty decent,
So it's based on Archie comics,
right?
but there's like a dark side to it.
Yes.
Okay, kind of set it up a little bit.
Well,
It's a CW show.
yeah, CW comes on Thursdays. It replaced Legends of Tomorrow because Legends of Tomorrow moved to Tuesdays after The Flash. But basically, there's the characters: Jughead, Archie, Betty, Veronica. There's this. I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with like other characters except for those.
Right.
There's this. I forgot their last name, but Jason and Cheryl. They're twins, and Jason dies. It's not like a big thing. The big thing is like who killed him, because what she thought was that he was like faking it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they're trying to find out who, and there's like teacher and student relationships going on.
Okay.
It's pretty.
So I started to watch it the other day, and I can't remember what happened. I didn't get all the way through it, but it seemed a little CW-y.
Oh, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I'm sorry. The Flash, the what is it? Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and now Archie. It's just like it's like all centered around love, like relationships.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, guys.
Boring.
I mean, and I kind of understand
babies.
the Flash,
Right.
because I mean, he was always about Iris. So I mean, I kind of understand that one, but like, come on, guys. Like,
Yeah.
you can have a show without a relationship.
It's funny how there's so many shows that we watch on CW, but then we'll use it like a bad word. Like, it's kind of CW.
Right.
You have another interview with a celebrity
Yes.
from Blackish.
Yes. He plays the white guy.
The white guy.
In The Office. Yes. Whenever I was getting my, my prep ready and what their people sent to me, it says Jeff Meacham plays in Blackish as the white guy in quotations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's the white guy, and he even said it in our interview. He's like, yeah, I'm the white guy.
That's funny.
But yeah, he's really cool. The show Blackish, I love it. My daughter loves it. It was kind of funny because one time I was about to give her a bath, and she was like, no, after Blackish. I was like, okay,
nice.
That's my girl right there.
On ABC?
On ABC, yes. Every Wednesday, 8:30, I believe. Yeah, 8:30.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, well, enjoy. We will be back in 2 weeks. Actually, if they follow along on Facebook, our Facebook page, we do some Facebook Live throughout the weeks in the meantime. So
spontaneous
hang out with us.
So you can get your fix every week.
Yeah, actually.
You should turn your notifications on Facebook, and it'll pop up and let you know whenever we're live, and you can check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
And ask us questions.
You guys have a great week. Enjoy the interview.
Hey, Jeff Meacham, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. I got to tell you, I am a huge fan of you on Blackish.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You crack me up every single time. Some of the like off the wall stuff you say cracks me up.
Thank you, man. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous what they get me to say, so I love it.
So how's it working with a diverse cast like with Blackish?
I mean, look, it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true to be part of a show, a network that has this kind of diversity, that has this kind of impact on everything going on in America right now. We spend, there's a lot of shows that we've all watched in our time, and there's some great campy popcorn TV shows out there. And so to be on a show like this that's got such a deeper message to it is just awesome, And yet, at the same time, I get to be this crazy, goofy, zany guy, which I would be on most shows anyway. Instead, I get to do this on a show that's, really, really making a difference.
Yeah, and it's awesome too because the one that comes up to mind is the Donald Trump episode.
Yeah.
That one really, that one along with the Black Lives Matter episode too, really touched me. I was crying almost. I was tearing up because of Anthony Anderson's speeches in both of them.
Yeah, the speech in the Lemon, it was called Lemons. That episode with the Donald Trump episode, the election episode, that was amazing to be a part of. Kenya, the creator of the show, scrapped the episode we were doing that week because he had spent over Thanksgiving, he just wrote the episode. And that's what could be more. He wrote it through passion. He rode it through anger. He rode it through a lot of feelings that he was having, that many of us in America were having. And yet he was still able to put multiple opinions into that episode and to talk about hope and love and, subjects that might not be talked about when it comes to such a powerful subject as what just happened in our election. And to keep it light and emotional and still put that huge point of view that Anthony talked about, which is how, many, many, many black people that live in America love this country more than anything, and still feel persecuted and hurt. And that's an incredible message, and it was an incredible episode.
Yeah, and I got to ask you also, whenever he went with his monologue, I mean, I know if it got me, it had to get people on set, too. Did it get y'all teary-eyed, too?
So I'll even tell you, man, this was a really cool situation. It was probably one of the neatest things to be a part of as an actor. So we were supposed to shoot that. Let's say that was on a Wednesday, and we were supposed to shoot that on a Thursday, that scene, that monologue. And because of schedules and blah, 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 what was going on, they said, hey, we need to shoot this now. So first off, Anthony had, he had known the monologue, but in the moment of television, he had to memorize it right then and there, basically. So he goes into another room. He's gone for 15 minutes. He comes back. And because of timing, we weren't really able to rehearse. So the answer is yes. I'm not kidding you. We were thinking about it right now gets me a little emotional because it was the most real as a white man, as somebody who's had privilege of just having being raised middle class and having all of the advantages of being a white male in America. Never in my life ever having to be scared of somebody pulling me over. Never having to be scared of being injured because of the color of my skin. That speech crushed me. It crushed me. It crushed Catherine, who was sitting next to me. And it was one of the neatest experiences to be a part of.
And not too long ago, I got to talk to Little Jack, Miles Brown.
Yeah, Miles Brown.
He is hilarious, and he cracks me up, too. Some of the stuff, like, do y'all ever get to, or will y'all have scenes together? I would like to see y'all work.
He earlier this season, so the character that of Jack is always deemed a little bit of he's not the smartest tool in the shed.
Yeah.
So he came to work to kind of try out like what it would be like to be an ad man. Like that was the episode he was there when we made him try all the different kinds of popcorn. And he was
that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we were like, yeah, dude, that's it. And then the water squirted me in the face. He's like, that dude. Miles, he's been doing this since he was like 4 years old. He's been dancing and rocking it since he was my kid's age. And my kid right now still just picks his nose and like learns to poop on the potty. And this kid is out there being a star. And so here he is now. I think he's 10 now, maybe a little older, 10, I think. And he's just the kid is he's the most adorable, awesome, coolest kid you could meet. And he's a lover of sports. And he's just awesome. All the kids on the show are like stars. These are going to be stars, all of them.
Yeah,
it's pretty amazing.
I'm pretty amazed too, because even like going back to like old sitcoms to like Full House, Step by Step. It seems like kids these days are I wouldn't say that they weren't hungry back in the day, but these kids seem hungrier. For some odd reason, I don't know what it is. It just seems like they seem hungrier, and they seem like this is natural for them.
Well, try to imagine with Full House, right? Like, that's a perfect example. Imagine if all the kids had Instagram accounts back then, and every single youth in America, millions and millions of kids, were following them and telling them every day how awesome they are, how beautiful they are, how amazing they are, we love you. Imagine what that would do to your ego, to their egos. They didn't have that back then. These kids have it now. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, they are so in touch with who they are and what their impact is on the youth of America. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's
crazy what they go through. So, yeah, they're hungry for sure.
I also got to ask, do you think, because I know there's going to be there are talks about being a spinoff show with Yara. Is there going to be another type of spinoff show coming up, or is that even in the talks?
I love that you're asking me that. How about this? I'll tell you what, it would be a dream come true. It would be, yes, the Yara spinoff is great in conjunction to kind of like what A Different World was when we were kids. It's so smart to put her as an intelligent young black woman in university and then talk about those subjects. It's just the right thing to do. But yeah, man, are you kidding? It'd be a freaking dream to have Stevens and Leto have a spinoff. Like, we're between Alan Maldonado and Catherine Reitman, who come out as guest stars, and Wanda Sykes. But to have me, Peter, and Dion have a show like that, man, the subjects that could be talked about would be unbelievable.
I mean,
so it would be a dream.
Yeah, because I think that would be hilarious just to have like the workforce as a show, as its own entity. Because y'all do, when y'all get into y'all's conference room, I think that's some of like the best conversations that I hear in my own conference room.
man, tweet it out then. You let from your mouth, dude, from your mouth. Let them know, because it would be a dream. But right now, you know, we're in season 3. We're just living the dream, and we're having a blast, and we get to say the dumbest stuff ever, and people love it, and we love it. So, yeah.
Well, that's great, man. And I got to ask you, too, you're also on the Disney show, The Thundermans.
Nickelodeon.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Nickelodeon. My bad.
No, dude, no. No, you don't want to get.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, that's my fault.
Those people are gangster, man. They'll come after you.
Right? How's that? Going from Blackish to Thundermans, how's the transition?
I mean, there's no comparison because of what we're doing on Blackish and how amazing it is to be a part of. Going to the Thundermans is more of it's like a breath of fresh air of just being a kid again. Like, I was a kid growing up on Nickelodeon. I watched You Can't Do That on Television, getting slimed and doing goofy stuff. Those are the kind of things that, you know, I remember Double Dare. Like, Double Dare was the cool. That's what it feels like being on the Thundermans. I get to, every episode they beat me up. Every episode my character gets his comeuppance. I get to be a big clown. And I kind of get to live out those slapstick Jim Carrey moments when I do that. And that's what's fun about the Thundermans. And that's another example of what I was saying about, like, fame with being a kid. Those kids are famous at this age. Like, they have millions of people who every day are like in love with them, and it's crazy. And so it's crazy to be here. And I've been doing that show since season 1. So the stars were only like 15. Jack and Kira were like 15 and 14, and now they're 18 and 19, and everybody loves them. So it's kind of crazy to be part of.
Yeah, and I like your interaction with them too, because I have kids too that love the Thundermans. I mean, because I'm a big superhero nerd myself. I love Spider-Man and all that, and then like seeing a family full of superheroes, I think that's awesome. And I love your interaction with the kids too. Like, it's like almost like you're a big kid yourself.
Yeah. He's Principal Bradford is also, you know what's crazy is both Principal Bradford and Josh on Blackish both did not really have massive character descriptions when I started playing them, and they have both somehow morphed into lonely white men. And I'm wondering what that says about myself. But yeah, man, Bradford always gets his comeuppance. He wants to be part of the cool kids, but he's also their school principal, and he hates kids at the same time. So it always just creates hilarious comedy.
Well, that's really awesome, man. I keep up the great work, dude. I mean, like I said, I love you on Blackish. My kids love you on the Thundermans. But I will say, I will ask you, do you have any what's the word? Advice for kids that want to get into acting?
Advice for kids that want to get into acting. Yeah. I mean, the one thing that we were always told in school, I went to college for theater as well, and we were told you got to have the drive, and that is the number one thing. It's beyond the talent, the beauty, and the looks, and you got to have drive. It's got to be the only thing that you want, and you have to do everything to make it happen for yourself. It's a grueling business in the sense that you have to do it all on your own, because there's many, most people go to work and they learn while they're at their work. They're there 9 to 5 every day. Acting doesn't work that way. There's a lot of time off. There's a lot of time spent with yourself, and you have to work hard at saying to yourself, wow, is this really what I want? But man, if you got it and you love it, do it. Do it. This is the only life we got. That's what I say.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you, Meacham. Do you have any social media that you want to give out?
Yeah, man. Follow me on Instagram at Jeff Meacham, JeffMeacham. That's where I do my main stuff. I love the picture world. I love Instagram world. It's fun. I get to be goofy on the Instagram stories. You get to see what my life is like. So follow me there.
All right, awesome. And give my love to the Blackish family. Tell Miles that I'm working on my dance video, because I dance too, and I'm going to battle him someday.
I love it. I will, for sure.
All right, well, you have a good one, and take care.
All right, you too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Next time, Gadget. Next time.